The Bechtel Corporation has been awarded a multi-billion-dollar contract to help rebuild Iraq as part of the United States government's $18.6 billion reconstruction plan for the war-torn country. Bechtel will be responsible for managing a wide range of projects. This includes repairing and rebuilding infrastructure such as roads, bridges, and power plants. It also involves providing housing and other essential services to Iraqi citizens and assisting with the development of Iraq's oil and gas industry. The contract is expected to create thousands of jobs both in Iraq and in the United States. Bechtel is actively hiring for a variety of positions including engineers, construction workers, and project managers. If you are interested in working on the Iraq reconstruction project, contact Bechtel directly. More information about the company and its job openings can be found on their website. You can also check with your local International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers (IBU) office for information on job openings. The IBU represents electrical workers in a variety of industries, including construction. Please note that all workers on the Iraq reconstruction project will be required to wear Kevlar jackets as part of their personal protective equipment, or PPE. Kevlar jackets are designed to protect against bullets and shrapnel. Bechtel is a privately held company that was founded in 1898. The company has a long history of working on large-scale construction projects around the world. Bechtel has built some of the world's most iconic structures, including the Hoover Dam, the Golden Gate Bridge, and the Channel Tunnel. The work in Iraq will likely involve various electrical systems and installations. Electricians may be involved in tasks such as firstly, power distribution systems, which includes installing and maintaining transformers, switchgear, and panel boards. Secondly, wiring and conduit systems will need to be installed and maintained according to the National Electrical Code (NEC). Thirdly, lighting systems, including street lighting and interior lighting for buildings, will require installation and maintenance. Fourthly, control systems for various equipment and processes will need to be implemented and maintained. Fifthly, grounding and bonding systems are crucial for safety and must be installed and maintained to prevent electrical hazards. Sixthly, emergency power systems such as generators and uninterruptible power supplies, or UPS, may be necessary to ensure a reliable power supply. Seventhly, electrical testing and troubleshooting will be an ongoing task to identify and resolve electrical issues. Eighthly, adherence to safety regulations and procedures is paramount to prevent accidents and injuries. Electrical work in a reconstruction environment presents unique challenges. Firstly, the existing electrical infrastructure may be damaged or outdated. Secondly, the availability of materials and equipment may be limited. Thirdly, the working environment may be hazardous due to security concerns. Fourthly, coordination with other trades and contractors is essential to ensure a smooth workflow. Fifthly, adapting to local conditions and customs is important for effective communication and collaboration. The NEC, or National Electrical Code, provides standards for safe electrical installations. Some relevant sections of the NEC may include firstly, Article 210, which covers branch circuits. Secondly, Article 220, which deals with calculations for feeder and service loads. Thirdly, Article 250, which focuses on grounding and bonding. Fourthly, Article 300, which provides general requirements for wiring methods. Fifthly, Article 310, which covers conductors for general wiring. Sixthly, Article 408, which addresses switchboards and panel boards. Seventhly, Article 450, which covers transformers. Eighthly, Article 700, which focuses on emergency systems. Electrical safety is of utmost importance in any construction or reconstruction project. Workers should be trained in electrical safety practices, including lockout/tagout procedures. Personal protective equipment, or PPE, such as insulated gloves, safety glasses, and arc-rated clothing should be worn at all times. Ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, should be used in wet or damp locations to prevent electrical shock. Regular inspections of electrical equipment and systems should be conducted to identify and correct any hazards. All electrical work should be performed by qualified and licensed electricians. In addition to the technical aspects of electrical work, communication and teamwork are essential for success. Electricians must be able to communicate effectively with other trades and contractors to coordinate their work. They must also be able to work as part of a team to complete projects efficiently and safely. Problem-solving skills are also important, as electricians may encounter unexpected challenges and must be able to find solutions quickly. Adaptability is also key, as the working environment in a reconstruction zone can be unpredictable and require flexibility. The work environment may involve exposure to various hazards. Firstly, there may be physical hazards such as falls, trips, and cuts. Secondly, there may be electrical hazards such as shock and arc flash. Thirdly, there may be chemical hazards such as exposure to hazardous materials. Fourthly, there may be environmental hazards such as extreme temperatures and dust. Fifthly, there may be security hazards such as potential for violence. Proper planning, training, and safety procedures are essential to mitigate these risks. The selection of appropriate electrical equipment and materials is crucial for ensuring the safety and reliability of electrical systems. Equipment should be listed and labeled by a recognized testing laboratory, such as Underwriters Laboratories or all. Materials should be suitable for the environmental conditions in which they will be used. Overcurrent protection devices, such as circuit breakers and fuses, should be properly sized to protect conductors and equipment from overloads and short circuits. Grounding and bonding conductors should be sized according to the NEC to provide a low impedance path for fault current. Wiring methods should be selected based on the application and the environment. Some common wiring methods include firstly, conduit, which provides physical protection for conductors. Secondly, cable, which is often used for residential wiring. Thirdly, wireways, which are used for routing conductors in industrial settings. Electrical drawings and diagrams are essential tools for electricians. These drawings provide information about the layout of electrical systems, the size and type of conductors, and the location of electrical equipment. Electricians must be able to read and interpret electrical drawings to perform their work safely and accurately. Electrical testing instruments are used to verify the integrity of electrical systems and to troubleshoot problems. Some common testing instruments include firstly, multimeters, which are used to measure voltage, current, and resistance. Secondly, clamp-on ammeters, which are used to measure current without interrupting the circuit. Thirdly, insulation resistance testers, which are used to measure the resistance of insulation. Fourthly, ground resistance testers, which are used to measure the resistance of the grounding system. Fifthly, circuit tracers, which are used to identify circuits and trace wiring. Continuous professional development is important for electricians to stay up to date with the latest technologies and safety practices. Electricians should attend training courses and workshops to enhance their skills and knowledge. They should also stay informed about changes to the NEC and other relevant standards. Certification programs such as those offered by the National Institute for Certification in Engineering Technologies, or NICET, can demonstrate an electrician's competence and professionalism. The role of an electrician in a reconstruction project is critical for restoring essential services and infrastructure. Electricians contribute to rebuilding communities and improving the quality of life for residents. Their skills and expertise are essential for ensuring the safe and reliable operation of electrical systems in homes, businesses, and public buildings. The work can be challenging and demanding, but it can also be rewarding to know that you are making a difference in the lives of others. The project may require knowledge of high-voltage systems. High-voltage systems, typically defined as those operating at 600 volts or more, require specialized knowledge and safety precautions. Firstly, understanding the characteristics of high voltage is crucial. Secondly, working with high voltage equipment necessitates specific training. Thirdly, safety procedures for high voltage work are stringent. Fourthly, personal protective equipment for high voltage environments is specialized. Fifthly, grounding techniques for high voltage systems are critical. Sixthly, testing and maintenance of high voltage equipment require specific procedures. Seventhly, understanding the NEC requirements for high voltage installations is essential. Eighthly, awareness of arc flash hazards and mitigation techniques is paramount. The electrician needs to be versed in motor control systems. Motor control systems are used to start, stop, and control the speed and direction of electric motors. Firstly, understanding the different types of motors is important. Secondly, knowing the various motor control methods is necessary. Thirdly, selecting the appropriate motor starter is crucial. Fourthly, understanding motor protection devices is essential. Fifthly, wiring and troubleshooting motor control circuits require specific skills. Sixthly, familiarity with variable frequency drives, or VFDs, is often needed. Seventhly, knowledge of programmable logic controllers, or PLCs, used in motor control is beneficial. Eighthly, understanding the NEC requirements for motor installations is important. Knowledge of fire alarm systems will be needed. Fire alarm systems are designed to detect and alert occupants to the presence of a fire. Firstly, understanding the different types of fire alarm systems is important. Secondly, knowing the components of a fire alarm system is necessary. Thirdly, designing and installing fire alarm systems requires specific knowledge. Fourthly, testing and maintaining fire alarm systems are essential. Fifthly, understanding the NEC requirements for fire alarm systems is crucial. Sixthly, familiarity with local fire codes and regulations is important. Seventhly, knowledge of addressable and conventional fire alarm systems is beneficial. Eighthly, understanding the principles of fire detection is essential. The electrician will need to know about security systems. Security systems are designed to protect property and people from unauthorized access and theft. Firstly, understanding the different types of security systems is important. Secondly, knowing the components of a security system is necessary. Thirdly, installing and maintaining security systems requires specific skills. Fourthly, familiarity with access control systems is beneficial. Fifthly, knowledge of video surveillance systems is helpful. Sixthly, understanding alarm monitoring systems is important. Seventhly, awareness of intrusion detection systems is crucial. Eighthly, knowledge of the relevant codes and regulations is essential. Also, knowledge of communication systems may be needed. Communication systems are used to transmit voice, data, and video signals. Firstly, understanding the different types of communication systems is important. Secondly, knowing the components of a communication system is necessary. Thirdly, installing and maintaining communication systems require specific skills. Fourthly, familiarity with structured cabling systems is beneficial. Fifthly, knowledge of fiber optic cabling is helpful. Sixthly, understanding network protocols is important. Seventhly, awareness of wireless communication systems is crucial. Eighthly, knowledge of the relevant codes and regulations is essential.